Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and spiritual insights for Monday the 14th of March through until the 20th of March 2022. There feels to me to be a calling on a soul level throughout the human collective for each and every one of us to take back our power. There is a theme that has been building throughout the last few years, obviously longer than that, but especially heightened in the last few years, where we are in a position to look beyond and see beyond the illusion of the messages that we are being fed from those that are in power. We are beginning as a collective to recognize and sense and feel that there's something not quite right, that there is another agenda that is playing out that is not in the highest good of humanity. There is a power play that is happening right now. And so the way that you can make the most impact and have the greatest influence in this is to take back your own power, to recognize and remember that you are a powerful sovereign being. And you have, in each moment, the opportunity to choose where you place and give your power to. We are, thanks to the interconnectedness of technology, we no longer live in a world that is separate from each other. I have a sister that lives in Canada. I'm no longer separated by distance from her, because we speak to each other and we video each other every day, or most days. So there is a connectedness there. So we are no longer separated by distance, by oceans, by countries. We are coming together in unity as a collective consciousness and a collective conscious to stand up for our brothers and sisters wherever they may be in the world. We are no longer living in a time where we as humans, as humanity, will just stand back and believe what we're being told. And we no longer live in a world where discord and chaos and fear and power plays that don't serve the people are taking place. We can choose to not support that. We can choose love, unity, peace, and harmony. But that's got to start from within. When we take moments to channel our energy in a more positive way. So let's do that right now. So just taking a moment to center yourself, to just come back to your breath. Because not only are we physical beings, we are spiritual, energetic beings, and we have access to the realms beyond the unseen. To bring in that support and to bring in a powerful energetic shift and change of a vibration, not only in ourselves, but across the globe, around the globe, for this planet, for our beautiful Mother Earth. I now invoke the presence of the eternal light, the presence of divine grace. I call this into my heart space. Thank you, divine presence, eternal grace. Thank you to our ascended masters and the angelic realm for surrounding me in your protective light, for filling my energy field and my heart with your unconditional love. Thank you, universe. Thank you, angels. Thank you to our star brothers and sisters for surrounding Mother Earth in the light of source consciousness, in the healing frequency of light, of love, unconditional love. Thank you for raising the collective vibration and frequency of all hearts of humanity. Thank you for cleansing and washing away fear, judgment, hatred, envy. Thank you for cleansing our hearts and the planet of the lower frequencies and vibrations. Thank you for filling the hearts of every man, woman, and child with your unconditional love, so that they may remember the truth of who they are, so that they may remember that there is a choice, that they may remember well-being, that they may remember that they are a soul living a human experience, that they may remember that what is done to another is done to self. So holding an image of our beautiful Mother Earth, our beautiful planet, in your heart and your mind, and sensing or feeling that this is surrounded in the highest frequency and vibration of well-being, of healing, light, and unconditional love. Would you like to know that it is possible for you to see beyond the story, to see beyond the reality that is shown to you? Would you like to know what it feels like to trust in your own intuition and your own inner guidance? Would you like to know that it is possible to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that you know what it feels like to be the light? Would you like to know what it feels like, and that it is possible for you to still experience joy and happiness, and to create a joyful life in a high vibrational frequency? And that in doing so, you are in fact contributing to positive change around the globe. That you are an instrument of peace. You are an instrument of grace and well-being and hope and joy. Would you like to know what it feels like to be graced by the presence of the divine, to feel the presence of your angelic friends, and that you know how and when to harness this energy and this frequency to create positive change within yourself and the world around you? And would you like to know that it is possible for you to make healthy choices for yourself, that you know what it feels like to have choice, that you know what it feels like to step into your own power and to create from an empowered state of alignment and well-being? Say yes to receive. As we move into this week ahead, we also have the full moon in Virgo happening on the 18th of March at 6:17 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And so the universe is really inviting us to go within and to ask ourselves where we are playing small. With the Virgo represents balance, it represents everything needing to be perfect. Perfectionism is really a theme around this full moon. And so where are you keeping yourself from moving forward in your life, from living your fullest life? Because everything is not perfect. Once I perfect this, once I have this all in alignment, once everything is just right, then I'll give myself permission to live fully. Then I'll give myself permission to bring into the world my creative idea. Then I'll give myself permission to shine. Then I'll give myself permission to show up. Then I'll give myself permission to live the life that I'm dreaming. But really, what is perfectionism? Perfectionism is the belief that you are not enough. Perfectionism is also the fear of judgment, of what others will say or how others will perceive you. So you create subconsciously that it's never good enough, it's never just right. It's like a goalpost that is continuously moved, and this perpetually occurring in your life, in your subconscious, in your programming, may actually prevent you from ever doing the thing that you actually want to do. And that to me is not a life that's lived. That to me is a life only half lived. So pay attention, go inward, pay attention to what is actually coming up within you as you attempt to move forward, as you go think about, plan about, dream about, take action on moving forward. What is that shadowiness that's coming up within you? What are the beliefs? What are the stories? What are the feelings? And challenge that, face it, acknowledge it, and then do it anyway. We also have the influence of Neptune around this week, and especially with this full moon. And Neptune is offering us its support for our spiritual growth, to see things from a higher perspective, to tap into your own intuition, to trust in the divine presence of source consciousness, the creator of all that is. To connect deeply to your own intuition, to connect deeply to the support of your guides, your angelic friends, your loved ones in spirit. It's also the last full moon before the astrological new year. And also the energy is building at the end of this week for the autumn equinox here in the southern hemisphere. So there is a lot of sensitivity, but there is also a lot of lighter energy. There is so much happening right now where we individually and collectively are starting to question the status quo, and we're starting to stand up for what we feel and know in our hearts on a soul level needs to occur, needs to happen to support the well-being of all of humanity. All right, so I am asking for further support for you in this week ahead. What is it that we all need to focus our attention on? What is it that serves all of us? Thank you, beautiful guides and angels. What is it that serves us in supporting our own well-being, and in doing so creates a beautiful ripple effect throughout the globe? The Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? Stop the endless quest Stop the endless searching. Inner quest. Two separate statements. So stop the endless searching. This is so powerful. And this is so prevalent in my own spiritual growth and spiritual journey and my awakening and all of the transformations that I've gone through in my life. So much of my life was spent looking outside of myself for the answers, looking to others to guide me. And there's so much to be learned from mentors and teachers and guides, and they come into your life at exactly the right time. They do, they have for me also. But this is about looking within. So the support for you this week, and again, this is beautifully aligned to the new moon and full moon energy and Neptune being around, and how the energies are shifting. The scales are shifting energetically around the globe at this time on the planet. The power is shifting, right? It's coming back to the people, coming back to each and every one of you. And so the inner quest, the Holy Grail is already within you. The truth is already within you. The sovereignty of the divine soul being that you are is already yours. The answers that you seek are within you. So you're being guided this week to inward reflect, inward journey, and tap into the divine presence within you, the divine essence within you, your own divinity. You can do that through meditation. You can do that through walking in nature. You can do that however singing is a beautiful way to really tap into and connect into the divine essence within you. Find ways to support yourself. Find ways to create space, sacred space, for you to connect deeply to yourself. And in doing that, you are connecting and opening your heart to the beautiful connection of the divine and allowing source consciousness to flow to you and through you. So I hope that those messages serve you well. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself. Namaste, blessed be, take care, bye.